But it's the female version. Fake bitches, I despise. I can see it in their eyes. I done seen that bitch around they dead life for that eye. No lie. I done seen mama's kiss a daughter till you later than she older. Mama, why you leave me? Time told the real story she did it for one man. And then Sunsy said it up for one man. They creeped down the door. She was there.
What's up, y'all? I'm your girl, Miss Remi, Hustle Entertainment Media, and I'm here giving a slight interview with my girl, Flossy Laprice. Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, Remi. Well, actually, this isn't my New Year.
Oh,
you know, my New Year begins in the springtime.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
So.
See, that's something that people didn't know about you.
Yeah.
Flossy Laprice. She's the hottest in the streets right now. This young lady is out here working. I met her about 2015, 16. I was doing open mics and she came, shut it down, and we've been connected ever since. She's been state to state marketing her music. She's really about her business. So you'll get to know her in depth with this interview with me. Let's get into Flossy Laprice, the name. Where did you get Flossy Laprice, the name? Is Flossie like a nickname that you have? Mm-hmm. Okay, where'd you get Laprice from? Is your mother named you Laprice, or?
Yeah, I was born Laprice. My grandfather named me after Patrice Lumumba, who was the Prime Minister of the Congos, which is a country west of Africa, known for his diamonds. And he was assassinated fighting for the rights of his people. So my grandfather, he told me never to forget that. So I never did. So he named me in remembrance of him, but he wanted to make it more feminine.
Yeah.
And he got my mother to spell it out, Laprice, Laprice, to make it different, but in remembrance to him. And yeah, so that's where the name Laprice comes from.
I like that. That's deep. I like that. And Flossie?
Well, I've always been a tomboy. Except for like when I was in high school. So in high school, I started wearing heels a lot with the bag, buying my own clothes. So my mother, she would see me come through. She was like, "You flossing?" Like, okay, you flossing? Like, you flossing? So yeah. So that's why I go by Flossy Laprice.
Now, what kind of bags would you have?
Different purses. Like, I don't know.
It was name brand or like?
Probably name brand.
You didn't care as long as it was a nice bag.
And then on top of that, you know, I was buying my own clothes and my own shoes really then. So it was more so like I was working. So, you know, at first I had the J's all the time, you know, your pops and people there for you in different outfits, you know, all the name brand. But once you start buying it yourself, you know, you budgeting. So yeah, so I wouldn't even be able to say, as long as it looked good, I put it on.
That's right. And did you have like a group of homegirls you guys hung out and was just like the flyest in school and just in the clubs and stuff? Like, how was that?
Yeah, we was the flyest. Yeah, I was the prom queen. One was like most attractive. The other one was best dressed.
Oh, okay. So y'all came through shutting stuff down.
Pretty much.
That's what's up. Where are you from? For those who don't know, where did you grow up?
I was born and raised in 757 area, Southern Virginia. Really? You know, I grew up a majority of my life in between Chesapeake and Portsmouth. Like my mother, she always said, "You from where you were born," and I was born in Norfolk. We lived in Norfolk a few times, but never for too long. But a majority of my life, I spent in Portsmouth. Like most of my family on my mom's side, family is from Portsmouth. My dad's side, Chesapeake. So, and I graduated from Indian River, which is in Chesapeake. But yeah so. How
was growing up for you? Like, did you have like the single family household or the mother and father?
Oh, my dad was fully in my life.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, you know, like if he wasn't there, then you know he may have had little situations where guys, just about everybody got a dad, you know, that been in jail before. So, but for the most part, yeah, like.
So you had a good upbringing. And which probably led to you being such an inspirational woman today.
I mean, yeah, like, far as with upbringing, like, my mother and my father, they taught me things, but my grandparents, they taught me more. It was like their second chance at parenting. So, but you know, it wasn't always perfect at all. It was never perfect. Like, cool,
Right.
you know, we all struggle. You know, to be black and to say you don't struggle is one thing. You know, all of us struggle. It's just different levels to, you know, how we are struggling. But for the most part, like, I appreciate my life, the bad and the good.
That's good.
Know, so
Were you like the grandma's little baby?
My father had me when he was 17. He has 3 sons, so I mean he has 3 younger brothers.
Okay, you was a daddy girl.
Yeah, I'm a daddy's girl, but I was like my dad's mom first daughter because she had only 4 sons. So I was like growing up in the house with them. So.
Yeah.
And then my grandfather, my mom's mom and dad, I'm their firstborn grandchild together.
So like coming up, like with your friends, did you guys do like little rapping and singing, and did y'all have like little groups like that? Like were you into music real heavy back then?
Yeah, I was always into music, but I was more so into sports. Like,
okay,
I played basketball, I ran track, I played football, but basketball was like my main focus. But I've always been into music, you know, but I wasn't in any type of group or anything like that.
Okay, you know, everybody got their friends. Like I'm the singer and my friends, and then I have the little city girl homegirls, you know, friends that act like they're the city girls. So everybody has that little group or something that they do when they're younger.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing with me. Like, I was just like, I don't know, like the different one. Like, you would catch me with the city girls, and then you would catch me like I have my main group of friends like that I be with every day because I go to school with. But at the same time, I was with kind of like everybody. You know, you may catch me
cool
with some,
girl.
Yeah. That's which one I was. You know, but my friends like them. You know, well, one of them she's cool, more humble like me, but the other ones that's closer to me, they bougie. You know, they bougie, and then one of them passed away. Like, yeah, so when we were in school, we all went away to school together.
Okay.
She came back and passed away.
When you're out, do you bump into like your old friends and, you know, what you do in music now, and it's totally different from you not, you know, just doing sports back then? You know, do they be like, yeah, you know, I'm proud of you? Like, how do people look at you now with you have this growth? You're an entrepreneur. Everything about you is totally different from when you were younger.
Well, just the other day, I seen one of my mom's friends. Like, I went to prom with her son. Like, it was like last minute, but she seen me the other day, and she just was like really like excited to see me, and like gave me a big hug, like just proud. And I was at the dealership the other day, and I walked in, and somebody knew me from school. Like, I knew him, but I just couldn't really remember the name.
Yeah,
but like I do
that now. You see somebody in the club, you're like, I know you, but I can't remember your name.
Yeah, but it's just like a good feeling. Like, when I see everybody from school, they always like, I'm so happy to see you, you know, like, I'm proud of you. And then on top of it, I moved away. So, like, coming back is like, where you been at? When I did come, I would come see my family and then my close friends. And then.
So where did you go? For those was wondering. Where did you go?
Well, I moved away to Maryland's area. At first it was Northern Virginia, a place called Alexandria, Virginia.
I know about it.
And me and my friends, we all went to school together. And then I ended up going up there and working, and I ended up liking it, you know, and falling in love, you know, and so, you know, I stayed there for a while. And he was from Detroit, and so like
that Midwest.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, he was from Detroit, so that's how I ended up going to Detroit. Went to Detroit, and situation led to something else. Yeah, and then, you know, we went to Detroit for a while, and then just there, and I would go a lot to spend summers in New York with my family. Like I would go to Brooklyn a lot. Like sometimes I would leave and I would probably stay out in Brooklyn for like 3 or 4 months, you know, or like a month or two, and then come back, get back to work. So yeah, so that's really where I was at. New York, Detroit, and Maryland.
So you got family in New York. Is that like your mom's side or your dad's side?
No, my dad's dad.
Okay.
Yeah, they're from New York, and my best friend's dad's mom is from New York, and she always in my life, always was in my life. So that side of the family, they like my family too. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. What are you getting into nowadays? Being an entrepreneur, you know, with your music, you know, what pushes you, what keeps you going? You know, what's the behind the scenes that people don't know about Flossy Laprice?
Well, what keeps me going is knowing that there are people that's looking to me. You know, that feeling of love, like when they see me, like, I love you, you know, I love what you're doing. It's like motivation to them. You know, it's like you can't, everyone don't see like what's really going on, and you can't really help everybody, but you know, you can help some, and those who want to learn from you and not just take from you. But that, and just watching, I mean, just having my nephews and little kids, and I want them to see like that you can do just about anything, you know, when you put your mind to it. That keeps me going, having them be able to see me, and to not, you know, everything doesn't always have to be about sex, you know, even though, you know, that's what it is, but really that's what's being put there. You know, if something's put in your face, it's like something that you never see. Like you won't even really think about it. But if it's constantly being put there, then yeah, you know. But I just, you know, everybody, you don't have to. It doesn't always have to be that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want, like I said, I just want to be a motivator. I'm learning. I'm growing myself. Yeah. So I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you what's working for me.
Yeah, and you can show them as well with the way you motivate yourself and you keep going. Because, honey, you motivate me. So, growing up, what inspired you to get into music? Who was you listening to? Who was you vibing to? Who you vibing to now? You know, do you still listen to the same people from back then? What got you in the music business?
I love music. Okay. You know, the storytelling of it. Hip hop. Back in the day more so, you know, and I used to listen to Eve a lot coming up. I really like Eve.
Love is blind.
Yeah. You know, I love DMX.
Yes.
Like I said, storytelling, and, you know, different artists like from back in the day, Jay-Z, you know, Lil Kim, Nas. But my favorite would be, you know, was Tupac. Ooh. I like what he did. It was like he wrote that, and at the same time he had a mission. It wasn't just about music with him. Yeah. So that's what I really like. You know.
And who are you listening to now?
Besides myself, you know, I listen to Blue Bandit, Problem. You know, I listen to who else? Timothy Lamb, Round the Way, Stu Money. You know,
a lot of the local scenery guys. Underground artists.
Yeah.
Especially like who got you like still vibing? Who's motivating you right now?
Yeah, and right now, that's who is, you know, because it's like to be amongst them personally and to see them grow like J.E.'s and, you know, Problem, and to see the things that they're doing. It's like, you know, I'm right there with them, you know what I'm saying? So just keep working. Yeah. Keep on working and staying focused, you know.
What about producers?
Producers-wise,
you know, coming up and while you're in the industry
coming
now,
up,
what type of producers are you into?
I would love to work with whoever's making Meek Mill's beats.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah. But for right now, you know, like Fingers. You know,
Fingers on the track.
That's the main one, and that's who I'm with right now. You know, shout out to everybody else around here in VA that's doing something. If you want to send me some music, you can. You know, I can check it out. But for right now, Fingers.
Okay. Fingers is a good guy. You got any people that you want to do features with? Industry and, you know, underground.
Industry-wise, I would like to work on something like Chris Brown. You know, like see what we put together. You know,
that's different.
Yeah, it would definitely be something different, and you know that's what counts. But far as around here, you know, everybody like that I really want to work with, we're setting up to be able to work with this year. So you know, like
you got some upcoming things coming.
You know, like a lot of female artists that's from around here that's dope. You know what I'm saying? I just want us to get together and just rock and you know take it. New York, you know, from VA, New York, North Carolina. Instead of just going just me, you know, we collab together and, you know, we all get up out here and rock.
Are you still keeping in touch with some of the artists that you've met on tours with, you know,
I keep in touch with just about all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
and that's what artists don't understand. They have to keep in touch with certain people to keep those certain things that you want to go to keep going.
Yeah.
You know, how can you be international if you want to just keep passing your CDs out locally? Yeah. You have to travel. You have to do other shows. You have to have people hear your voice. And you have one.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. But for the people, let them know where they can follow you at.
You can follow me on Instagram at @IAM_Floss. I said Google Flossy Laprice. I'll come up.
That's what it is. Y'all already know. Y'all follow me at Remzworld. REMZ World. Hustle Entertainment.